oil ports. Iraq had oil. They didn't have access to the Gulf. So Kuwait, they invaded Kuwait, and took it over and like that. And they were pretty much. So anyway, so our job was to go in there with the Saudis and everybody else, the Japanese, everybody, the Oman, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, all this. We all joined forces and to kick the Iraqis out of Kuwait.
Why were the Iraqis in Kuwait?
They invaded Kuwait to get the ports. Okay? Because the thing is, in the Gulf, okay, here's Qatar and Oman. Anyway, in the Gulf here, you have Iran. Iran has oil ports for exporting the oil. Iraq had just very little, and half the time it's flooded. So they had very access. Okay, Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Okay, Saudi Arabia had great ports. Oman, everybody had great ports, but Iraq didn't. Okay, so Iraq did. They went ahead and invaded Kuwait, right? And then they had access to the ports. So that's why they did it. They wanted to go ahead and take that. But the thing is, there was a lot of atrocities. The thing is that they killed and they, it's just like, Saddam Hussein was very, he had no heart. He's a dictator. And if you didn't say what he wanted, then he just took you out.
Yeah.
One thing about the Sunnis, that's who they were. They were Sunni Muslims. Sunni Muslims, they believe in a dictator running the government. All Sunnis, like the president of Syria, he's Sunni. Okay, Iran doesn't have Sunni. Iran is Shiite, which means they believe in a priest or someone. The religious man should be running the government.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and we're the United States. We're kind of like in between. We don't let religion run the government, but we let someone that we pick run the government. So it's a little different. But anyway, long story short, so we had to come in and kick them out. But the thing is, we did Desert Shield built up all the forces we needed, and then when it came to striking, the first thing we did on the ship I was on, the battleship I was on, is that we wanted to keep the Iraqis from going into Saudi Arabia. Okay, Saudi Arabia, we needed them not to come down the coast because Saudi Arabia is right next door. So what we did is that when my battleship came in, the Missouri followed us about 3 weeks later, but we went ahead and started. We went ahead and used our weapons, our guns, and we bombed the road coming out of Kuwait. There's not that many roads, but anyway, to keep their tanks from coming in. So we bombed the poop out of them. Right here, we said, da-da-da-da, and then we sent in the Marines. So we shut them off, so they couldn't invade anybody else. So that was our first job. Yeah, it was kind of, we were supposed to, on my battleship, we were supposed to go on deployment and everything, but then August 2nd, August 4th, we're leaving to the Mediterranean. We're going to France, Germany, be out for a week and come into port and then have parties and celebrate. But because of this invasion, we had to cancel that trip and went straight to the Persian Gulf. They gave us 16 days to get there.
That's fast.
Norfolk, Virginia. So we just went, boom! We just went full speed, So anyway, we had to get there. Fighters had already left already. They were shooting at nothing. It was pretty neat. And then whenever we shot a missile, the Tomahawks, we shot about maybe 90 of them, 90, something like that night from different ships. Some of them came from submarines in the Red Sea. So we just bombarded from all sides and everything. So that was Desert Storm. It didn't last long.
What was the other one you said?
Did you kill anybody?
No, I don't. In Navy, we don't see the person we kill. We just type on our computer. We go like that, and we go ahead and, we hit all the red buttons, and then we go like, okay, there it goes. Tomahawk. So it was pretty neat. So anyway, so yeah, we do over the horizon. Whoever we kill is over the horizon. So I got to shoot 2 of them. And then on CNN, because we had the TV there, CNN going, okay, because we know how long it takes. It took like 28 and a half minutes. Okay, get ready, guys. All right. Blew up that building. See, the thing is, we only strike at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
everybody should be at home with their families. the building should be pretty much empty. So that's when we blow things up. We don't blow them up when everybody's there.
Yeah.
They're a little bit nicer. We just want them to stop what they're doing. But anyway, but when we ended the war, okay, we didn't want the Iraqis to be thinking about coming back later. So we carpet bombed all the Iraqis leaving. Means every that road going back up north to Iraq, it was nothing but fire. We killed everything.
Did they still use like what was those kind of bombs, like had like propane?
Yeah, that's what we used.
Really?
It's not propane. It's well, I know what you're talking about. We used something like
like
liquefied gasoline.
where it don't stop burning.
It explodes. It just like spreads fire and everything. So that's why, we had to make sure that they understood that don't come back. So that's a storm.
How was the training for this mission? Like, how'd you all get ready for it?
Well, the thing is, training for the mission was training for, the invasion was a surprise. It was a surprise. We were trained to go in deployment, and that takes about 6 to 8 months. But every task force that gets ready to go in deployment, because with it we have battleships, we have Aegis cruisers, we have destroyers, we have submarines and aircraft carriers. We all go out across together, and then we just go to different ports, but then we get together to do exercises with other countries. That's a regular deployment. But this was a surprise attack. So so all our bets were canceled, and get yourself over there to the Persian Gulf now. So anyway, so that's what we had to do. But our training was always everything from fire drills to casualties, gas attacks, everything we're trained for, shooting our guns, shooting our missiles, everything. We trained for all that before the deployment. It took about 6 to 8 months. Then we were going to deployment, so we were ready. We were ready. So the only problem is that about a year before that, about 10 months before that, the USS Iowa had blown up by accident. Turrets, the 16-inch guns on the big battleships, turret number 1 blew up from accident, right? So then there was a ban on all 16-inch guns. The battleship, the other 2 battleships, let's see, there's 3 other battleships. The other 3 battleships, we couldn't shoot our guns because until they did the investigation and everything, the training and everything, and they had to implement all these training programs. So the thing is, we left to the Persian Gulf. We left to go fight, to go fight Iraq, but we couldn't use our guns. And then right when we go into the Suez Canal, they said, "Okay, you're good to go, guys." They went and cleared us so we could shoot our guns. Because it's gonna be hard going to the Persian Gulf without having your major weapons. We have 5-inch guns. We have we go deployment, but we had to change out some of our Tomahawks because some of our Tomahawks were nuclear weapons.
Oh, dang.
They wanted us to take those off. They didn't want them in theater. No nuclear weapons. Because Saudi Arabia doesn't like nuclear weapons. A lot of our Arabic allies, they don't want any nukes around. So that's part of the agreement. We decided no nukes in the game. We just use conventional explosives.
I didn't know you could choose what weapons you wanted, what weapons you didn't want.
Well, yeah, some kind of, like, for example, Japan does not like us bringing nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
That's why the FDM submarines, the submarines that carry the missiles with the nuclear warheads, we're not allowed to go into Japan. We go to Guam, that's about the closest we can get. They don't want us going to any of the ports there. Yeah, they don't like.
Because I heard if you go to Japan and you mention the bombing and where was it at?
Hiroshima.
Yeah, that you would go to jail or something like that. You get in trouble.
don't bring it up. Yeah. No, that's a no. You can have nuclear power for electricity for good reasons, but never ever go the other route. So they don't want anything getting into their country.
Yeah.
Did you see the time on the thing said 1 a.m.?
1 a.m. Yeah, I saw that. That's
Every one of my kids caught that. I was like, I know, I'm sorry.